Good morning, everyone, and welcome to World Series Park for today's game, I should say, between the Saugus Sachems and the Lynn Classical Rams. Nick Graffeo alongside Clark today, here this morning. This game was originally going to be a night game, but they moved it to this morning ahead of the rain that is scheduled for today. But it's a beautiful morning here at World Series. Ball one, as this game's underway, and as Cam Bernard will be on the mound for the Sachems. Swings and misses. Now to Walsh, number 23 for the Rams. 1-1 is the count. Ball two. The pitch. Strike two, 2-2. Grounds it. Rodriguez at third. Over there to Sights, and it gets away from him. He's going to go to second. The throw is going to be late. That's going to be a double for Walsh. And the first hit for the Classical Rams. Munoz will be the next hitter. Walsh on at second for the Rams. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. And it's 0-1. Bernard waiting for the sign. Here's the pitch. That's grounded foul along the third base side. Two strikes is the count. Ball one up high, 1-2. Sachems coming off of a 4-0 win yesterday against the Winter Vikings, against the conference foe. The pitch to left. That's going to get through, base hit. First and third. Runners at the corners now for Classical. Bray will be the next hitter. That is caught and tag over the first. That's a double play. That's a fast 2 outs. The pitch. Ball one outside. 1-0. But that whole play was Rodriguez with the catch. He tagged the base to get the first out, and then he threw it to Danny Zeitz to get the second out. One. That was the first big play in the in the defense for the Sachems today. Here's the pitch. Dash to center. Crawford there makes the catch. That will end the inning. They will strand 2 and 1 for Classical. As we're going to head to the bottom of the first, Sachems are coming up the bat. Bottom first, we go here from World Series. Braden Crawford will lead off. Braden yesterday in his pitching outing, he had 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit allowed in the shutout. And now Braden will lead off. Ball 1 to the Sachems center fielder. Here's the pitch. Crawford swings and misses. 1-1. 1-1 to Crawford. The pitch. Strike 2, 1-2. Here's the pitch now to Crawford. That gets away. And it's 2-2 to count to Crawford. Pitch. Swings and misses, strikeout. That's out number 1. Cam Sirocco will be the second batter. He's the shortstop for the Sachems, number 1. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be ball 1. The pitch, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out. The pitch. And that went by Sirocco. Went a little in on him. Three and 0, 3 balls, no strikes. Nathan waits on deck. Ball 4, that's the first walk for the Sachems. And now it's up now for the catcher, Nathan Sirocco. Tag over the first. Sachems with a big win yesterday. Now Classical coming into this game at 8-2 on the year. Tag over the first. Sirocco safe at first base. Classical playing in the Greater Boston League. So this is a non-conference game for the Sachems. That's coming up to left into foul territory, and that will go foul. No balls, 2 strikes. No ball, 1 strike. My correction about that one. It's the pick. That's the pick there. Sirocco on the first, off of that walk. Here's the pitch now coming to Nathan Sirocco. Tag. That's another pickoff. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off behind home plate. 0-2 to count. Here's the pitch. Tag. That's a pickoff at first base. Sirocco stays safe. Here's the pitch. Sirocco going to second to throw. There's going to be no throw. And that's going to be an out. 2 outs. Sirocco at second. They got Nathan for the out. And now here comes Zeitz. Strike 1 to Zeitz. Zeitz has 1 home run on the year. One and one. Zeitz had 2 doubles in yesterday's game. Fouled off behind home plate and out of play. 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs. Sirocco on at second. The pitch to Zeitz. Two and two is the count to Zeitz. It's a pitch. Swing and misses. That will end the inning. We are through 1. No score at the 1.
shouldn't. It should sound a little further away. I'm talking about humidity, not necessarily the clouds.
Yeah.
So if it's like raining.
Yeah. Welcome back here to World Series Park. Top of the second. Bernard into his second inning of pitching. Strike one. That is into right field, base hit. That is Bray. That's a single. Desea will be the hitter. That's going to be foul. Strike one is the count. The pitch. That's going to be foul. Oh, 0-2 to count. The pitch. That's strike three. That's one out. The first K for Bernard today. The pitch. That's strike. Now the Cara. That's a little dribbler. Short. Over the first, not in time. Over the second, not in time. First and second out for Classical. One out here. And now here comes Collins. Strike one to Collins. First and second on for the Rams. The pitch. That goes into the dirt. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Strike two, 1-2. It's the pitch. 2-2. That's over the right, base hit. Here comes one. Oh, he stumbles in between third and home. The tag, he's safe. So first, second, and third, the bases are going to be loaded for the Rams. That was a hard stumble at third. In between third and home. That was a hard slide too. Ball one. Here's a pitch coming. That's a strike. Danesian will be the hitter. That's going to be foul. 1-2, 1 out. Bases loaded. And that's going to get through the hole. Base hit. Here comes one. And it's 1-0 Classical. One comes around. That's going to be a single. Billet will be the hitter. Well, we're back to the top. Billet is going to be the flex. Walsh is going to be the hitter. We're back to the top now. So Classical's only going with 9 batters. The pitch. That is popped up into right. That's going to be a high pop. Caught there. Out number 2. Run scores. 2-0 Classical. First and third now for the Rams. Munoz will be the hitter.
Yeah, hopefully.
2 outs. Here's the pitch. Over the third. Foul ball on the third base side. Pitch. That's a ball. 1-1. That's a strike. 1-2. One and two. That gets away. Second and third. Two and two to count. Full count. Counts full. Ball 4. Bases will be loaded. Bases loaded for Bray. Strike 1. Strike two. 0-2. 2 strikes according to the umpire. One and two is the count. That's ball one. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. 2-2. Sachems are down 2. 2-2. 2 outs. That's popped up into the air. Zeitz is there. He's going underneath it. He makes the catch. We're going to head to the bottom half of the second. 2-0 Classical. Top second here from World Series. Jordan Rodriguez will be the leadoff hitter. So Jordan is the third baseman for the Sachems. Here's the pitch coming to Rodriguez. Strike one. Here's the pitch. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Strike three. That's out number one. And now here comes Ty Riley. The pitch. Strike one. Oh and 1. Here's the pitch coming. One and 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. That's gonna go downstairs. 2 and 1. Here's the pitch. Three and 1. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off. Full count. That's going to be foul. Full count. Ball 4. Runner at first. And now here comes the lefty, Connor Bloom. Total different lineup here for the Sachems. Strike 1 to Bloom. Pickoff. And Tyler stays safe at first. Here's the pitch. Connor pops it up to second, makes the catch, 2 outs. And now here comes Mason. Tag over the first, tag. Riley on. The pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Now the Chris. It's a pitch. He's safe at first. That's going to be foul. And that's going to go out. 0-2 to count. Now to Mason. Tag over the first. That was a pickoff at first. Riley on at first. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. That's a ball, 1-2. Sachems down 2 here in the second. The pitch. Swings and misses, strike 3. And that will do it for the second. Still remains 2-0 Classical after 2. Top 3 we go here at World Series. Bernard into his third inning of pitching. Figueroa will be the hitter. And popped up to center. Crawford there makes a catch. And that's out number 1. One out. Here's the pitch. Over the right. Base hit. Runner on for Classical. Runner at first. And that was Bray. Saya will be the hitter. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. One and one. Over to the left. That's a foul ball. One and two to count. One out. Runner at first. Pickoff. And it still remains a runner at first. It's a pitch. That's the left. Oh, what a catch there by Connor Bloom in left field. Spectacular. And that runner goes to second on a stolen base at the same time. That was a catch of the game for Connor Bloom. Second big play for the Sachems today. And that's gonna go. Oh, what a catch by Rodriguez right in foul territory. That ends the inning. That was another spectacular catch. That will end the inning. Sachems coming up. We're back at World Series. Cam Bernard will be the leadoff hitter for the Sachems here. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. 1-1. But Jordan's catch, that was number 3 on the spectacular plays today. Two and one to count. It's a pitch. And he fouls it off. 2 and 2. Here comes the meet-up at the mound. Time is called here. Two and two to Bernard. Full count. Three and two. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Runner on. There goes Bernard over to first. Here comes Crawford. Pickoff. Bernard on at first base. No count to Crawford. The pitch. Strike, the throw, the tag. He's out. And it's out number 1. But we got 1 strike on the play. The pitch. Crawford to right. And it gets by into right field, base hit. He's going to second. The slide. He's safe at second. He's in with a double. Now here comes Cam Sirocco with 1 out. Runner on at second now with Crawford on. Here's the pitch. That's through, base hit. Here comes Crawford going to home. He's coming in, he's gonna score. And it's 2-1. That's a single for Cam Sirocco. Station bats. Starting to come alive here in the bottom half of the inning. And now here comes Nathan. Here's the pitch coming. Pickoff. He's safe. Time granted. Here's the pitch coming. Pickoff. Pitch. That's a ball in the dirt. Well, outside. Ball one. Sirocco on at first. One ball on Nathan Sirocco. That's a strike. Cam will have to go back to first. 1-1. 1 out. Nathan swings and misses. 1-2 now to Nate. He fouls it off. Cam on at first. Nathan at the plate for the Siroccos. The pitch. Ball 2, 2-2 now to Nathan. Sights, waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Full count. Time's called. Full count. 1 out. Cam on at first. Here's the pitch now to Nathan. Nathan to left. That's a base hit. Cam will go to third. Nathan will go to second. That's going to be a double for Nathan Sirocco. That puts the Sachems in scoring position. And now it brings up Danny Zeitz with a big opportunity here with the runners on at second and third. Second and third, big opportunity here for Danny Zeitz. Sachems first baseman. This kid loves the big hits. The pitch. Has a ball in the dirt. Ball 1 out to Zeitz. Here's the pitch. He looks for that pitch, and it's 1-1. Both Siroccos, Cam at third, Nathan at second. 1 out, 1-1 to count. The pitch. Zeitz, that is carrying. Is it going to be deep enough? It's gone! Second home run of the year for Danny Zeitz. This time is a 3-run shot. And it's 4-2 Sachems. That one went to right center field. And the Sachems are on top. That one was a big fly to right center field for Danny Zeitz. Sachems up 2 now. Well, after the home run, and now that brings up Jordan Rodriguez. Zeitz empty the bases. And it's 4-2. It's up now for Jordan. Rodriguez, he pops it up. And that's going to go foul. Sachems were down by 1 right before Danny Zeitz hit that 3-run home run. And now it's 4-2. That's a strike. The pitch. That's a ball. One and 2 to count to Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. 2 and 2. 2 and 2 now to Rodriguez with 1 out. The pitch. Strike 3. That is out number 2. And now Riley will be the hitter with 2 outs. Strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 0-2. That's a ball. One and 2. And now it's 2 and 2. Swings and misses for strike 3. But the Sachems with a 3-run shot to right center by Danny Zeitz that brought the Sachems to a 4-2 lead after 3. Well, welcome back here to World Series for the top of the fourth. And now Classical will come up the bat for the top half of the inning. And now here comes Collins to lay it off for Classical. Popped up. That's going to be foul. But the Sachems coming into this half inning ahead by 2. That's a strike. 0-2. It's a pitch. Swings and misses. And that's a strikeout. That is out number 1. One out here. Ball 1 is the count. Nobody on base. Here's the pitch from Bernard. Strike 1. Bernard into his 4th inning. The pitch. That's a ball, 2-1. Here's the pitch coming from Bernard. Three 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Well, here comes Walsh. Strike 1 to Walsh. Donation will be on at first. Strike 1 now to Walsh. But the runner will stay at first for Classical. The pitch. Over to center. Crawford there. Makes the catch. Out number 2. Two outs. Up for Munoz. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Pick off. Runner is safe. Ball 1 is the count. The pitch. Over the first to take. That was a pickoff from home plate to first base. Ball 2 is the count. Runners on at first. The pitch. 3-0. The pitch. Strike one. 3-1. 3-1 is the count. The pitch. That's going to be ball 4. Runner on for Classical. Now it's going to be first and second. And now here comes Bray. That's popped. That's up for Rodriguez at third. He makes the catch. That ends the inning. Sachems coming up in the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back here to World Series for the bottom half of the 4th. It is 4-2 Sachems. Connor Bloom to lay it off. Now I'll see if the Sachem bats will continue to heat up. Swings and misses. That one went off the catcher. And it's strike 1. Strike 1. No outs. Now to Bloom. The pitch. Ball 1. 1-1. The pitch. That's a ball now to Bloom. 2-1. Bloom, second to first. That's out number 1. And now it's up now for Chris Mason. The pitch, ball 1 to Mason. Mason to right. And that's caught. Out number 2. And now Cam Bernard will be the hitter. Yes, pitch coming to Bernard. Strike 1. The pitch. 1-1. Here's the pitch. 1-2 off of that off-speed pitch. The pitch. Fouled off. 1-2. Two outs. Here's the pitch coming. Strike three. That ends the inning. We are through 4. It is 4-2 Sachems.
Wow, Sinatra.
Well, we're back here in the top 5 we go here at World Series, top of the 5th. 4-2. Bernard into his 5th inning. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's grounded. Went by Sirocco into the outfield, the base hit. Well, that's going to be a single. Time's called. And now we'll be up for Bray. That's a strike. The pitch. That's fouled off. Time's called. It's a pitch. Braid to third. Rodriguez to second. He's got the out at second. That's going to be out number 1. The Sayed will be the hitter. That's popped, and that's going to be base hit into the outfield. First and second now for Classical. And now Kara will step in. Ball 1. That's a strike. 1-1. 1 out. 1-1 to count. Strike 2, 1-2. The pitch. 2-2. Two pitch. They're going to call that a foul ball, according to the umpires. They confirmed that a foul ball there. Still, it will still remain 2-2. 1 out. Two and 2. That is considered a foul ball. Tag the first. That was a pickoff. Runner on at first and second. Pitch. Strike 3. Out number 2. And now here comes Collins. First and second now for the Rams. The pitch. Strike 1. The pitch. That's the ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. That's a ball. 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's a strike. 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs, first and second. Whoa. Ball 3. Full count. The pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Well, the bases will be loaded full of Rams. Here's the pitch coming from Bernard. Strike 1. Here's the pitch coming. Bases loaded. 1-1. One on one to count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. And that one dropped. Run scores. And it's 4-3. Time is called, and now here comes Coach Maybe. And it looks like that's going to be the day for Bernard. So Saugus will go to the reliever. And now the Sachems will go to their reliever, Cam Sirocco. Cam Bernard pitched 5.5 innings, let up 3, and a good amount of strikeouts. In his outing, and now let's see what Sirocco has in store. But the Sachems had 3 unbelievable catches. A home run by Danny Zeitz. That's 4 exciting plays for the Sachems today. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 0-1. First strike from Sirocco. Here's the pitch coming from Cam. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first and third. The pitch. 2-1. The pitch. Fouled off. Walsh is the hitter. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. That ends the inning. That's the first K for Sirocco to end that. He strands 2, but 1 count comes in to score for Classical, and it's all tied up at 4 after 5.5. Welcome back here to World Series as we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Braden Crawford will lead off. Well, Classical scored 2 in that last half inning. That brought the score up to a tie game, 4-4. After the Sachems being up by 2. That's ball 1. Now to Crawford. Crawford fouls it off. 1-1. The pitch as a strike. Oh, ball 2, my correction. 2-1. Ball 3, 3-1. It's a 3-1 pitch. That's hooked, but foul. Full count. That one's hooked and foul. Full count. Now to Crawford. Here's the pitch. Crawford over to second to first. That's going to be out number 1. And now here comes the pitcher, Cam Sirocco, with Nathan Wayne on deck. Sirocco at the plate. It's a pitch up high, ball 1. Ball 1 to Cam. It's a pitch. That's a strike, 1-1. The pitch. Strike 2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. That gets away. 2-2. Wait, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. That's out number 2. And now here comes Nate Sirocco. Now Nathan steps in. The pitch. As strike 1. 2 outs here. One and one. That's gonna be fair. Base hit. He's going for 2. The throw is very late, and it gets by him. He's gonna go 3. And it's gonna be a stand-up triple for Nathan Sirocco. Well, that was gonna be a double, but he went to 3rd. And now here comes Danny Zeitz. He had a home run today. He hit it about maybe 310 or 315 to right center. That's a strike, 1-1. Now the Big Dan. Two and one. That's a strike. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. That ends the inning. 4-4 after 5. We're back here at World Series for the top of the 6th. Cam Sirocco in for at least his maybe 2.5 inning of pitching here. He's in for the 6th. Ball 1, that one was a little high. The pitch. That's ball 2. Two and 0. That's fouled off. Two and 1 account. The pitch. That's a ball. 3 and 1. Ball 4. Runner on for Classical. Strike 1. Ball 1. 1-1. Ball 2, the throw, the tag. One and one. Runner on at first. Now the count moves up to 2-1. The pitch. Oh, that hit him. First and second now. As he gets hit by a pitch. Here's the pitch. 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Sirocco. Strike 2. 0-2. The pitch. That's popped up to right, and that's going to be foul. That is true, base hit. Here comes 1. And he's going to score. Leg tag. And it's 5-4 Classical. Here comes Bray. That's a ball. 1 ball. The pitch. That's fouled off. No outs. 1-1. First and second. That's popped to center. Makes the catch by Crawford. That's out number 1. One out here, first and second. Here's the pitch. That's the ball. 1-0. That gets away. Runners advance. Second and third. It's 2-0. Ball 3. 3-0. That gets away. He goes to first. He comes to home. On a ball 4, run scores, and it's 6-4. Well, the Sachems are back down by 2 now. Six to 4 right now. Strike. Second and third now. 1 out. Ball 1, 1-1. The pitch. That's ball 2. Fouled off. 2-2. Oh. Two is the count. One out. 2-2. It's the pitch. That is going to be foul on the third base side. It's going to come to home slide, and it's 7-4. And now the runner will be at third now for Classical. Full count. Ball 4, and it gets away. One more will come in. And it's 8-4. Time is called. Well, one out, and now here comes Collins. Eight to 4, Classical. The pitch, the throw. He's safe. Ball 1 is the count. Now the Collins. Ball 2, 2-1. The pitch. Strike two, 2-2. It's the pitch. Strike three, and it's 2 outs. It's the pitch. Strike one. It's a pitch. Strike two. The pitch. That's a ball, 1-2. 1-2 to count. 2 outs, here's the pitch. That's grounded foul along the third base area. One and two. The pitch. Ball two, 2-2. Full count. Ball four. First and second with 2 outs. And now here comes Walsh. We're back to the top. Pops it up foul. That is through, base hit. Here comes one. One will come in. And it's 9-4. First and second now for Classical. Ball one. 2 outs. Pitch. That's inside. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ball 3, 3-0. And another ball 4. Bases loaded. And now here comes Coach Maybe. And that's going to be it for Cam Sorogo. The Sachem pitcher will go to Danny Zeitz. He's the second reliever for the Sachems. Well, we'll see what Danny Zeitz has in store. As we're gonna resume play. 2 outs here. Cam Sirocco will go to first. And Bernard back at his original spot at short. That's a high pop. Rodriguez is under it. He makes a grab. That ends the inning. But it's 9-4 Classical after 6.5. Bottom 6 we come to here at World Series. 9-4 Classical as the Sachems are coming up to bat here in the bottom half of the inning. Now let's see if the Sachem bats. We'll do some stuff here. And we'll start off with Rodriguez. Rodriguez, that's going to be hooked. And foul. One strike on Jordan. That's a strike. 0-2. Riley waits on deck. That's fouled off. 0-2. Strike 3, that's out number 1. And now here comes Riley. The pitch. Ball 1 to Riley. Strike 1, 1-1. Two and 1. Strike 2, 2-2. Two-two's the count. Popped up and foul. Ball 3, 3-2, full count. Full count now to Riley. Ball 4. As Riley will go over the first. And now they'll lead up. When they walk there, now they'll bring up Connor Bloom. One out. That one went inside. Bloom had to step back a bit. Pick off. Riley on at first. Ball 1. 1 out. Ball inside. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. To Bloom. The pitch. Bloom. Over the short, steps on the bag, throws it over the head. But he will get Riley, and that's the second out. But Bloom goes to first. They'll only get the 1 out. Two outs. And Mason will step in. The pitch. The throw. Oh, they got him out. Wow. That ends the inning. We're going to head to the 7th, 9-4 Classical. Well, we're going to come back to the 7th here. Well, Sachem poll question. Was Bloom safe or out at second base at the end of that inning? Ball 1. That's to left. That gets on by, base hit. He's gonna go 2. That's gonna be a double. It's a pitch coming from Zeitz. That goes in. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That goes away. Now the runner will go to third on a stolen base. 2 balls on the play. Ball 3. 3-0. Ball 4. First and third now. First and third, runners at the corners. Here's the pitch coming from Zeitz. No outs. Strike 1. Foul tip. Strike 2. The pitch. Ball to throw. One and 2. That's the classical dugout making all that noise. The pitch. At the ball. Two and 2. The pitch. Fouled off. 2-2. Strike 3, that's out number 1. One out. Fouled off and now we'll go into the parking lot, into the empty space. The pitch. That's a strike. That gets on by, base hit. Here comes 1. Here comes 2 behind. And it's 11-4. Wow, 2 runs came in to score for Classical. And now here comes Collins. That was a single. Ball 1. One and 0. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. Pickoff. Runner stays at first. Seven-run game. Fouled off. Sachems were up 4-2 at one point, and then Classical came exploded with runs. And that's a strikeout. That is out number 2. Two outs. Runner at first. It's a pitch coming from Zeitz. Runner will go to second, the throw, the tag, he's safe. One and 0. It's a pitch coming from Zeitz. Over to left. That's gonna drop. Base hit. One run will come in. And a rundown. The tag. He's out. That will end the inning. We will head to the bottom of the 7th. That's coming up. We have returned here at World Series for the bottom of the 7th. This is the Sachems' last chance in this ball game to get some runs. Mason will step in. Ball 1. Fouled off. 1-1. This is the second game of the back-to-back for Sachem baseball. That's fouled off. 1-2. 1-2. No outs. Yes, pitch coming to Mason. 2-2. That's grounded. Lobs to the first. And that's out number 1. And now here comes Bernard. It's a pitch. That's a ball to Bernard. 1-0. Is the count. One on one. One and one out. It's a pitch. 1-2. Two and two. Strike three, that is out number two. Here comes Crawford. Ball one. Pitch. Oh, that's caught by the second baseman. That ends the ball game. While the Sachems will drop to 4-9 on the season. 5-9. 5-8.
I was just checking.
5-9, I believe. 5-9. Oof. That was a tough way to lose this. Saugus will lose this game 11-4, your final score from World Series today. Second game of the back-to-back. Three-run home run by Danny Zags and like 3 or 4 defensive plays by the Sachems. But the Sachems fell by 7 in this game. As the Sachems head into next week, going around 4-9 or 5-9 on season. But we're gonna wrap it up here from World Series today. From Clark behind the cameras, Nick Graffeo. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.